MSI RTX 5070 Ventus 2X OC Honest Review. Is 12GB GDDR7 actually enough in 2026?
You ever drop $800 on a game and still have to turn ray tracing off just to hit 60 frames per second? I was there last month, stuttering in Cyberpunk, thermal throttling in Starfield, watching my 3070 die a slow death while my 1440p 165Hz monitor laughed at me. Sound familiar? Stick around, because the MSI RTX 5070 Ventus 2X OC just ended that nightmare for me.
I tried everything. Undervolting, fan curves, even dropping to 1080 by 960 like it was 2019. Nothing worked without feeling like a compromise. The card would scream, the frames would choke, and I would still end up closing the game frustrated after 30 minutes. I knew Blackwell was coming, but every leaked slide had me convinced I would need a $900 triple fan monster to finally play games the way they're meant to look. Turns out, I was wrong.
Then I threw in the MSI RTX 5070 Ventus 2X OC. First boot, Cyberpunk 2077 full path tracing, DLSS 4 quality plus multi-frame generation, 105 frames per second average. Not a typo, 105, where my 3070 was crying at 42 frames per second. This little dual fan card that everyone said would thermal throttle in a shoebox never went above 72 degrees Celsius, and I could not even hear it over my case fans. The GDDR7 memory completely eliminates the stuttering I used to get in 1% lows. DLSS 4 multi-frame generation feels like cheating in the best way. And the new RT cores make ray tracing actually usable at 1440p high settings without sacrificing frame time consistency. Zero Frozr means total silence on desktop, and the two-slot design slid into my NR200p like it was made for it. For the first time in years, I am playing every game on Ultra, ray tracing on, and I am not making a single excuse.
Look, I get the skepticism. I had it too. Only 12 gigabytes? Dual fans? MSI's budget line? But the review units are back from every major outlet, and they are all saying the same thing. This card trades blows with $800 to $900 triple fan 5070s while running cooler and quieter. Users in the small form factor forums are calling it the best ITX card of the generation. One guy with a 77-inch OLED in his living room says it is dead silent from the couch and pushes 4000 by 120 Hz flawlessly. The people worried about video random access memory are the same ones who swore 8 gigabytes was dead last generation. GDDR7 bandwidth is so high that 12 gigabytes feels like 16 gigabytes of GDDR6X did. And yes, you might think it is still $650 plus, but when the more expensive models are literally 3 to 5% faster while taking 3 slots and sounding like a jet engine, the Ventus suddenly looks like the smartest buy in the entire stack. The feature that shocked me most? How often the fans are completely stopped. I'm talking 2-hour Photoshop sessions, YouTube binges, even light gaming. Zero Frozr kicks in and it is silence. Imagine never having to check recommended settings articles again. Imagine loading up Alan Wake 2, turning everything to max, enabling path tracing, and still hitting triple-digit frames while your personal computer stays cool and quiet enough to record voiceover in the same room. That is not a dream. That is just Tuesday now. If you are still fighting your old card for every frame, do yourself the favor I finally did. I dropped the link below. Yes, affiliate. Full disclosure, I make a few bucks if you use it, but I would recommend this card even if I made nothing. Go see the current price and lock it in before the next wave of stock disappears. You deserve this.